soon? Portugal.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the last one.
Yeah, probably. I'll see. That's what I can do. Ready?
Yeah.
Sup? Your Eurovision fools, Matt and Roy, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. They had a little change here in the running order. Portugal was the last country to rehearse today, even though they're not actually in that running order. But we all heard about the backing singer, getting tested positive for COVID. So that kind of changed a few things. So they performed last, but we still want to talk about them right now. Maro, Saudade. And lots of fans liking this. Did it come together on stage? Roy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it definitely did. This is just super simple, super classy, super wholesome and cozy, I guess. They don't use the big stage, they use the B stage that is up front. And they're just standing there in a circle and they're just singing the song. The lighting is really nice, like a little bit of a blue lighting, and all of the singers and on Maro as well. And it's just a nice vibe, and you just want to be in the moment there. It's just the type of song that people need to gravitate towards. And the staging, they really nailed it with the circle. I think that really improved from the national selection when they had like a line, because it's way more together. Like today, we also had the COVID issue from Miliana's. She wasn't there, and so at the first run through, we saw a stand-in standing there. The second and the third, they got rid of that one. And yeah, we just don't exactly know how that will exactly work. In the last run through, they had like a smoke effect going over it as well, which looked really nicely. And I think they are pretty much ready to go. I mean, the biggest overglowing thing is the COVID case of Miliana's. Will it affect the rest of the squad? We don't know that yet. I guess they used like the last two attempts, and especially the last one, just in case we have like an Iceland like last year. But I hope the best for them, and that doesn't happen, and that maybe even Miliana's, it wasn't a false negative or a false positive, or just that she's in time for like the show.
It is the kind of song that it's a feeling, it's an emotion, and I'm not saying it's going to be the next Salvador Raw, but I'm talking about because people felt that song, right? The energy, because it's like, will people work it? Because everyone's nervous. There's no way that Eurovision fans would go for it, and yet they did. Saudade is in that same category. Like, people may even get it or they don't, and we'll find out on that night. But I do think that the staging idea is very neat, with them being in the audience, basically on stage B in a circle, creates a certain intimacy around the people. And even though, of course, Maro is the center focus, the focus on her, the other ladies still have their moments there, and they all sing together. Cool shots from above as well at some point. It's again even though it's very blue, because there's a lot of blue this year, at least in Portugal we get other colors as well to kind of bring a little bit more light and warmth into the performance. It's all still very subtle. There are no big notes, no nothing. It's all just true emotions. And there's almost like Maru, she's almost like a certain distance to her, which I don't mean in a bad way, because the song has that kind of feel to it and it works. She just knows how to perform that song well. And I think some of the things that I had an issue with in the national final was I feel there were dead moments in the song where they, with the notes, should have sang longer, and they did that on here as well. Same with the setup, rather than a row in a circle. All of that works well. And I know that there were a few odd camera shots on this one that we pointed out. You can do this live stream if you want. I'm sure they'll be fixed. And yeah, not having that fifth singer, as we pointed out in the live stream, some of the voices are missing. I think she was the one that sang the bass sound of it, so that piece is missing when they only had four singers there. So some may pay, but I think most people wouldn't even notice unless you really knew. So I wouldn't worry about that too much either. Is there anything else that you would want to change at this point?
I think they're pretty much ready to go. Maybe a few camera angles here and there. Like, I remember there being a shot of like them going around the circle, and then some guy opening the curtains, like in the background. And
yeah,
like,
that's gonna be weird though. Yeah, when they have, even if an audience, if someone walks out at that moment, it would still be weird. That's the thing though. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that will definitely be an audience, and maybe a few camera angles here and there, but overall their staging concept works, and I think every run through has been consistently the same basically. So I think they pretty much have it nailed down already.
No changes, just the only change I'm asking for, please. hope for the best, and we have her back, the backup vocalist for the one. So you had the full sound and the full circle together, because that would be fantastic. But other than that, I think the song is, they're mostly ready as well, besides the unfortunate circumstances we just talked about. Watch that clip online and let us know what your thoughts are. Do you feel good about it, or some concerns? Whatever it is, leave them below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. See you soon.